Okay, so we're going to go over multiplying complex numbers. But the first thing that's going to help us is to know what happens when we take I and raise it to a power. So right down here at the bottom, I have all the answers to that. I is going to be equal to square root of -1, which is what we started off with. I squared is equal to -1. I to the third is equal to -I, and I to the fourth is equal to +1. Up here, I showed the actual work for how I got to that answer. So if we take I, we know, which is square root of -1, and we square it, well, we're going to be squaring a square root, so we're just left with -1. That's the same thing as me saying to you -4. I want the square root of -4 squared. I'm going to get just -4. For I to the third, I'm multiplying I squared, which we know is equal to -1, times I, so -I. For I to the fourth, I'm multiplying I squared times I squared. -1 times -1 gives me 1. So I showed you how we came up with those answers, and these are the answers right down here for raising I to the first, second, third, and fourth power. So now we take a look at this right here. I want to multiply 4I times -6 plus I. So I'm going to distribute it by multiplying 4I times -6, and then 4I times +I. And notice that's where this is going to come in handy, where I'm multiplying 4I times I. So 4I times -6 is going to give me -24I. 4I times I is going to give me plus 4I squared. Now I can go down to this right here, either here, in this place right here, to find out about I squared, or my little cheat sheet down here. So I squared is going to be equal to -1. So -24I plus 4 times -1. -24I minus 4. And then to write this in standard form, the constant has to be first, so we just switch that around. We go -4 minus 24I is our final answer.